Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a chatbot flow using a no-code platform called Voiceflow. You can use any platform. There are a bunch of platforms available such as WordPress, Dialogflow and so on. But I prefer Voiceflow. They have very clean structure and I don't know, I just like it. Anyway, so we will create a very basic chatbot using this no-code platform. So first of all, you have to create your account on voiceflow.com. Once you are signed in, you will get 14 days free trial. They have different pricing versions. So they have this sandbox environment where you can do the practice stuff. They have this professional subscription, teams and enterprise and so on. Anyway, we are going to proceed with the free version and we are going to create a very basic chatbot flow. And in the chatbot, we will capture leads for our website. First of all, we have to create an assistant. I'll just click new assistant, lead gen, select modality, I'll do it via chat and language will be English. Let's create this. So basically we will start from the scratch. So this start element is the starting point of the chatbot. Okay. So right now the chatbot will start if I click this play button and nothing will happen. So as soon as this chatbot is invoked, I want to greet the user. Okay. On left side, I have bunch of options. In this top option, we have this element called text. Let's drag it up and I'll connect this to here. Okay. Inside here, I can write anything how I want to greet the user. Let's say, so this is the greeting paragraph I want every user to see. And here if I click generate, I can generate variants of it. Let's generate 5 variants so that each time the user comes, it should not show the hard-coded value every time. Okay, as you can see, we have bunch of other versions for the same text. Okay, so now let's try to start and see what happens. I click this play button. Okay, it's saying, thank you for choosing Lead.py. We are dedicated to help businesses integrate AI into their processes. How can we assist you? Let's run it once again and see what happens. Okay, it's saying, welcome to Lead.py. We help businesses to integrate AI into their processes. What are you interested in? So you can see the difference between the responses. That's because we generated 5 other variants of the same text using AI. Okay, so once the user is greeted, what do we want to ask? Let's give some options to the user so he can pick from there. So now to provide options to user, I'll go to listen and drag this button and place it over here. So let's call this button AI consultant. Okay, this is an option for a user so he can choose if he is interested into having an AI consultant and so on. And let's add another button and call it AI chatbot. And let's add one more, custom application. Okay, so we have added these 3 buttons from where the user can choose. So let's start it once again to see how it looks like. Alright, it's saying welcome to Lead.py where we assist companies integrate AI into their processes. And here we have 3 options from where the user can choose. Let's say the user saying, I'm looking for AI consultant. So now the path is not connected, so let's do it. So let's select these buttons and also let's store the values whatever the user provides. Okay, let's say the user chooses AI consultant, then let's click actions, click set variable, and here I'm going to create a new variable and I'll call it user interest. Okay, and the value will be AI consultant. Okay, when the user chooses AI consultant, inside a variable I created, it is called user's interest. Inside that variable, there will be a string value stored called AI consultant. So based on that string value, I can later on take decisions, right? So I'm going to show you in a while. Let me do the same for this AI chatbot as well. If the user selects AI chatbot, I would like to set a variable. I'll select the same variable since I created it once already. It's called user interest and the value will be AI chatbot. And also let's do the same for custom applications. User interest, custom application. Okay, I have connected the values, whatever is selected. Now, based on this selection, we can take further actions. Let's say I'm going to bring in another text element, and it will say, thank you for showing interest in. And now in this parenthesis, I will call the variable called user interest. Please let us have your email address to reach out to you. Okay, so and also let's generate 5 variants of it. Alright, so now let's connect these elements to over here. And if I start it again to test it out, creating the D.5 specializes in helping businesses integrate AI into their operations. What specifically interests you? Okay, so let's select custom application. Okay, we are grateful for your interest in custom applications. If possible, could you please provide your email address? So as you see, we track the user's input, the user selection, and accordingly we use that in the future. As you can see, we are collecting it over here and using the variable over here for reference. And now the user is supposed to provide us an email address. Okay, so now we are asking for the user's email address, and now we are going to use this capture button. Let's bring it here, and here I'll just say store it to the variable called user email. Here it is. I have already created it. Whatever the user types in, it will be considered as an email address. But here there is some issue. I'll let you know in a while. Okay, so once we have collected the email address, we will create another text box, and there I'm going to say thank you for, please confirm if the email address is correct. So since we are asking a question, let's provide some options to the user. Let's select buttons. I'll say yes, it is correct. And another button will say no, I want to change it. Okay, so we are providing 2 buttons. If the user clicks yes, it is correct, we will actually say thank you. Our team will be in touch with you shortly via the provided email address. Okay, so if the user provides us the correct email, then we are ending the conversation. But if the user clicks no, I want to change it, and say here, I'll send it over there. Okay, so when no, I want to change it button is clicked, we'll again ask for the email address. Yeah, you can ignore my messages. It's saying thank you for showing interest in blah blah blah. So yeah, you can play around so that it looks generalized even when you fall back to this part. Anyway, let's test it out. Welcome to D.Py. What are you interested in? I'm interested in AI consultant. Thank you for expressing interest in AI consultant. To assist you better, please provide us with your email address. Alright. Sohail@gmail.com. Please confirm if the email address is correct. No, it is not correct actually. So now I want to change it. Let's see what happens. Okay, he's saying we appreciate your interest in AI consultant. Please share your email address for further communication. Okay, let's say gmail.com and hit enter. Please confirm if the email address is correct. Yes, it is correct this time. So it's saying thank you. Our team will be in touch with you shortly via the provided email address. So this is a very basic flow. Yes, it have lots of issues, such as if I start it from here, and you will see it is asking me for email address. If I say yes, my email address is gmail.com. So now it is going to capture this whole line as an email address. So look at this. It's saying please confirm if the email address is correct. It's saying yes, my email address is. But in actual, it should only pick this part and ignore the rest of my message, right? So for that, we can actually write basic code. So if I go back here and if I click action, here I can see this code part. Here I can write any JavaScript code. I can use all the variables I have created during the building of this flow. Actually, let me show you. Let's ask ChatGPT about a code. Give me JavaScript code that reads a string variable, and from there it will fetch only the email address. So it is now creating a function for me using regular expression. Okay, let's take this. I'm pasting it here. Okay, so let's bring it here. Okay, so I have to change the email address variable. Instead of using input text, I will say user email, because this is the variable in which I'm storing the user, whatever the user types in, and it is going to capture this for me, user email. So let's test it out and see if it would actually work. And now we are going to connect this over here. After the JavaScript is executed, then we are parsing the output to this block. Okay, so let's run it again. I hope it will work. If it does not, we are going to fix it. AI chatbot, my email address is, oops, I have already provided it in the correct format, so let me change it and say it is sohail@gmail.com. So now look at this. My input was it is sohail@gmail.com, but instead of picking this whole string as email, it only picked up this section where I wrote my actual email address. So that is why it is able to address it correctly by saying, please confirm if the email address is correct, and then here is my email. It is because I added this JavaScript code in which I manipulated my input string. Here I manipulated the input string and updated the variable code user underscore email address. So this is how you can use JavaScript within your flow to perform different actions and so on. You could have achieved the same functionality using AI techniques as well, but I think that will be too much for a single video. Hopefully you get to learn something new, and if you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and like button. If you show interest, I'm going to cover so many advanced topics and keep making videos about creating complex chatbot flows using this platform called Voiceflow and so on. Thank you so much for watching, guys.